Hello everyone. So in the last video we scripted a PyTorch model. Let's test it with an example input to make sure the model works correctly on Android. So let me just copy the previous tutorial's code and then we are ready to go. First let's write a Python script that uses the model to make inferences and examine inputs and outputs. Here we are going to use PIL for reading the input images. From PIL import image class. So the PIL is the Python imaging library which provides the Python interpreter with image editing capabilities. The image module produces a class with the same name which is used to represent a PIL image. The module also provides a number of factory functions including functions to load images from files and to create new images. Next we are going to import transforms from Torch Vision. From Torch Vision import transforms. Torch Vision library is part of the PyTorch project. The Torch Vision package consists of popular datasets, model architectures and common image transformations for computer vision. Transforms are common image transformations. Next we read our input image. So let's use a variable input image equals to image dot open deeplab.jpg. I will show you the image in just a sec. What it does is it reads the image file. Okay, so the deeplab image is this. I will drop the link in the description box and you can download it from there. Now what we need to do is we need to perform some transformations on the input image. So let me describe a preprocessor. Preprocess excuse me, preprocess is equals to transforms dot compose, right? So what transforms dot compose does is it composes several transforms together. This transform does not support torch script. In order to script the transformations, please use torch.nn.sequential instead of compose. The first transformation we are going to apply is transforms dot to tensor, right? So what it does is it is used to convert a PIL image or NumPy D array to tensor. What is tensor? A tensor is a vector or matrix of n dimensions that represents all types of data. All values in a tensor hold identical data type with a known or partially known shape. The shape of data is the dimensionality of the matrix or the array. Now we will normalize our input. Transforms dot normalize and we will pass the value for mean 0.485 comma 0.456 comma 0.406 and then we will pass the value for standard deviation and that is 0.229 comma 0.224. I forgot the point, and 0.225, right? I think we are good to go. So as I said, the tensor converts a PIL image or NPD array, NumPy array to tensor. and normalize is used to normalize the input image that we read. Yeah, so I think this is all right. We can move ahead. Now we will our preprocessor is ready, so we just need to pass our input image to preprocess, and it will then get transformed to a tensor and normalized around the mean and standard we passed for the three channels. Let's name the variable input tensor and pass it into preprocess input image. Input image. Did I write it right? Yeah, I guess. So let's move ahead. Input batch is equals to input tensor dot unsqueeze. And along the 0th axis, so what does the unsqueeze function do? It returns a new tensor with a dimension size of 1 inserted at the specified position. The returned tensor shares the same underlying data with the input tensor. Next we do is with torch.nograd. Torch.nograd function deactivates autograd engine. Eventually it will reduce the memory usage and speed up computations. Next we do is output is equals to model and we will pass our input batch. So I must tell you that the model returns an order dictionary with two tensors that are of the same height and width as the input tensor, but with 21 classes. Output out contains the semantic masks and output aux contains the auxiliary loss values per pixel. All we need to do now is check out output out and print its shape. All right, let's go ahead and run the model. Torch size object is not callable. All right. I think I made a mistake here. Yes, there you go. Okay, so this is the output we needed. Torch.size is 121, 224, 224. 224, 224 is nothing but the dimensionality of the image array or tensor. So, and 21 is the number of semantic classes. Now we are ready to go ahead to the next tutorial. So please follow the series to deploy your model on Android. Thank you.